What's up guys, Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles, and today I want to do an unboxing video of the American Express Delta Reserve card. Now, I don't think I've ever done an actual unboxing video, but this packaging looks pretty cool, so I figured maybe someone would want to see it. I'll explain why I got the card, and I will do a quick overview of the card, and at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you a quick little story of what I had to go through to get approved for the card. It just wasn't as simple as most of my applications. But first, if you are new to the channel, we talk about points, miles, cashback, and travel. If you're interested in that sort of thing, hit that subscribe button. We're a new channel and we are growing every day, and it's a very exciting time to jump on board. If you get any value at all out of this video, please hit the like button. It will help us with the YouTube algorithm, and it'll help push this information out to other people who can actually use it. You'll notice below we do have a Facebook page and an Instagram. Go ahead and check us out on socials if you get a minute. And in the description, we have a bunch of links. We have everything from credit cards to ways to find super cheap airfare and cashback shopping portals. If you get a minute, go ahead and check those out. It will support the channel. Before I unbox this thing, I want to do a quick overview of the card. This is not going to be a full review, so I'll make it very quick. Now, my card is the business version, but in this card in particular, there is not much difference. First off, the bonus. This card has a limited time offer of 110,000 SkyMiles for $6,000 in spend. Spend is a little high, but if you are familiar with business cards, a lot of times the business versions do have a little bit higher minimum spend. This card does come with a $550 annual fee, which is a premium annual fee. But if you do have an actual business, your business credit card annual fees are normally tax deductible. Now, I'm not a CPA or a tax attorney, but at least for me, I write off these credit card annual fees as deductions. Now, this card gives the user a status boost. So if you are trying to gain status with Delta, if you spend $30,000 in a calendar year with the card, you will earn 15,000 medallion qualifying miles. It will help you towards status, not actual SkyMiles. Now, you can do this up to 4 times. So if you are a huge baller and a big spender, you can really rack up those MQMs. If you're not familiar with what MQMs are, see one of our Delta status videos. We go through all of that and explain all that really well. This card is not an earner, and when I say that, I will explain. It earns 3 SkyMiles for each dollar spent on Delta purchases, and that's about it. 1 mile for everything else. You will get 1.5 SkyMiles after you spend $150,000 on the card in a calendar year. I won't be doing that, and a lot of us won't be, but if you are a legitimate high spending business, you can get 1.5 SkyMiles. Now, for the good stuff of the card, it does grant the user Delta Sky Club access, and you also get the Centurion Lounge access and the Escape Lounge access. So the card comes with really good lounge access. This card comes with the perks you might think it does: main cabin 1 priority boarding, free checked bag. It also comes with a couple passes to the Sky Club. So if you're traveling with a companion, you'll get 2 free passes for them every year, so they don't bother you with that $39 fee like they try to hit me with for my 5-year-old once in a while. The card comes with all the travel insurance, as a lot of premium American Express cards have. I'm not going to go into that because I want to make this video as short as possible. But the card also gives you a free credit towards global entry and TSA PreCheck. And if you are a fan of the channel, you know that that global entry can save your life. Absolutely go the extra mile, get your interview done, and get global entry. Pro tip, global entry comes with TSA PreCheck. Now, for the big value of this card after your anniversary, so when you renew the card, you will get a companion certificate. Now, that companion certificate, you will pay around $75 for taxes and fees. It is good for a domestic first class, Delta Comfort, or main cabin round trip certificate. So if you want to take your lady or your fella to LA in a first class birthday trip, you'll get one of those tickets essentially free. That goes a long way in covering that $550 annual fee. Now, one of the big reasons why I got this card is its next benefit. It says you have access to complimentary upgrades. So I wanted to get this card, and I really want to report to the audience, how many times am I getting upgraded, and is it at all even worth it? Going from main cabin to Comfort Plus might be okay, but it's definitely not worth getting a $550 a year credit card, especially one that doesn't earn much. Stay tuned in the future. I will report on that. So let's get to the unboxing. I got FedEx. They did expedite that, and I'll go over more of that here in a minute, but it did come FedEx. And really the main reason why I wanted to do this unboxing is because it comes in this really cool packaging. I don't know how to cover my address up, but it does come in a packaging. We're going to tear it open and see what's inside. And as soon as you tear it open, you get to see this really cool. This is attention to detail. You have the Delta hubs etched in there. You have Atlanta, Salt Lake City, JFK, Minneapolis, Detroit. Really all the main places you're going to be flying or connecting when you fly Delta. And we will look in here, and this is actually really cool. Let me see if I can show you this. Sorry, I'm a little bit clumsy. But the card comes in this really cool presentation, and I am a sucker for presentation. I am a sucker for marketing, I have to admit it. And this card is metal, and it is nice and thick. I'm hoping my background is a little purple. I really couldn't, it was really difficult to get purple and not pink, so I apologize. Maybe that looks a little purple there. Either way, it is a, if you hear that, it is a metal card, and it is nice and thick. And I will open this up and see what is all in here. Now, if you are a veteran American Express, you'll probably take this and throw it away. Back here, you have basically your letter with your terms and conditions. I always recommend checking those out, but for this video, we're not really going to worry about it. We have a few different flyers that really explain your benefits. Don't wait at the gate. You have Delta Sky Club access, shortcut to medallion status. And if you don't know about medallion status, this will explain it fairly well. 3 times on Delta purchases. That's not really all that great, especially if you're a platinum card holder. You're going to get 5 times MR points, which can be transferred to SkyMiles. Spend 150K and get some extra miles. This is your companion certificate explanation. Really good, really valuable tool there. Upgrade priority. Now, this is my main reason for getting this card. I want to report to you how many times I actually get upgraded. And I also want to see how many times will my traveling companion get upgraded with me. TSA pre-check, we talked about that. And Amex offers. I did forget to mention that. Amex offers are a big time benefit, and I recommend you really pay attention to those. Okay, so that is the unboxing. Sorry it wasn't all that eventful, but if you want to look at that real close, I think it is a very sharp card, and it is very nice looking. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, I want to tell you why I got the card, besides reporting back to see how many times I get upgraded. I've been in the points and miles game for a little while now, and I really appreciate being able to travel and stay at good hotels for essentially free or for much, much less. And I've been lucky to go to a lot of great places. But our family income is growing. My wife is back to work now. She's making really good money. And I've decided that with the boy going to school full-time next year, he'll be in kindergarten, we're likely to take less trips. So I want to throw in some luxury travel. So I do want to throw in some first class trips for me and the wife, not necessarily the boy. Anniversary trips, birthday trips. I want to be able to fly my wife first class. I think she enjoys that sort of thing. And I think once in a while it's worth it. And this card will definitely help with that. Her preferred airline is Delta. We have had pretty good experiences on airlines so far, but the hard product with Delta has always consistently been much, much better as far as the in-flight entertainment, the scheduling, the on time, and Delta has always been way easier to work with when you have a scheduling change than anyone else. Their chat feature is great. Now, obviously this card is not an earner, but I got it for complimentary upgrades, and to attempt to earn status. We do have a series in which I'm trying to gain status with American and Delta, and I did mention getting this card to help with getting status with Delta, and that will be a series. The next one will be in June, I think. So stay tuned to see how I'm using the card and how much it has helped for that purpose. The controversial part of this card is it does have a $25,000 spend requirement to get a MQD waiver. What that means is, as far as gaining status, if you spend $25,000 with this card, you will not have a minimum spend with Delta requirement. Now, here's the question. Is spending $25,000 on this card worth that? Now, if your credit card spend yearly is between $35,000 and $50,000, then I can understand that spending $25,000 on this card is probably not a good move. My question to you guys, how much yearly spend do you think you need to make spending $25,000 on this card a good idea? Remember, it doesn't earn very well. For me, I plan to put around $120,000 through credit cards this year, and I don't think I'll be bonus hunting as frequently as I have in the past. So I feel like I have enough spend to maybe justify the $25,000 just on this airline card. In the comments below, tell me if you think that's crazy or if you think that is a pretty good idea. Now, my application story. This one went a little different. Some background. I have the maximum amount of American Express credit cards. I had 5 American Express credit cards. At the beginning of March, I canceled a Marriott business card. 2 weeks later, I apply for the Amex Delta Reserve card, and I'm denied for already having the limit of American Express cards. Now, I have been through this process before, so I chat with American Express and they give me a phone number to call. As soon as I call the number, I explain that I have been through this process before. It says I have the maximum amount of American Express cards. However, 2 weeks ago, I canceled one, so I'm curious if that puts me under the limit. It's a huge debate whether the limit is 4 or 5. For me, it's 5. So the customer service lady says, I can see here that you have canceled this card and you are under the limit, so I can manually reassign this application. So she does it, and with a matter of seconds, I'm approved, which is great. Not only am I approved, but she expedites the shipping and everyone is happy. I wanted to finish the video up with that story about what you do if you are denied for being already at the maximum American Express credit cards. Now, your maximum might be 4, but at least as far as me, my maximum is 5. In the comments, tell me how many American Express credit cards you have. So guys, I know this video went on a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but I appreciate everyone who stayed to the end. Thank you.